Statue of Unity was inaugurated by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji on October 31st, 2018 by spending 3,000 crore rupees. So now let's see the reality check of how beautiful or how money was wasted in the Statue of Unity. Let's dwell into a little bit of mathematics as I always do. So the last year, as per the reports, there are, you can see here, 2.9 million tourists went to Statue of Unity. So if I'll be very optimistic about it, that in the upcoming years as well, if 2.9 million tourists are going to come, let's be very optimistic about it. But I'm damn sure that that's not going to happen, because first year there was lots of, fame about it. So that's why 2.9 million tourists turned out. But from next year onwards, that's not going to happen, and that's the reality of it. So there are 365 days, and so let's do the calculations. 29 lakh people divided by 365. So it basically 7,945 people per day. As you can see, these are the price list, and the reality ticket cost rupees 350 rupees, and the normal ticket cost 150 rupees, and for children it's just 90 rupees. So if 2,000 people purchase a reality ticket of 350 rupees, then that's 7 lakh rupees, and 4,000 people purchase 150 rupees ticket, then that's 6 lakh rupees, and if 2,000 remaining children purchase 90 rupees ticket, then that's 1 lakh 80,000. The total it comes out to be 14 lakh 80,000 rupees. So per day 14 lakh 80,000 rupees, as you can see the calculations out here as well. So monthly, let's suppose that it's 15 lakh rupees. Monthly 15 lakh into 30. So it comes out to be 4 crore 50 lakh rupees. So that's per month in term of the statue. So for annually 4 crore 50 lakh rupees into 12. So it comes out to be 54 crore rupees, which is the revenue of income generated annually. In the last year, the first year, the data shows that it's 89 crore rupees. But in the upcoming years, let's be very optimistic that 2.9 million tourists turns out to be, and that's amounts to 54 lakh rupees. And so now you can see here the cost of maintenance of the Statue of Unity as per proposed was 43.8 crore rupees every year. So it means that 54 crore rupees is revenue generated, and 43.8 crore rupees is the revenue that is expenditure that is done on the staffs, members, and just renovation of the statue. So it's just basically 12 crore rupees benefit every year. So let's say due to inflation of price, it totally it becomes 60 crore rupees. So let's be very optimistic, and it becomes 60 crore rupees. And so let's say that every year the income generated from Statue of Unity is 20 crore odd rupees. So let's see the investment of Statue of Unity. It was built, as you can see here, 2,989 crore. I am being very exact figures, minus 637 crores for renovation for 15 years at 43.8 crore rupees every year. So it comes out to be 2,332 crore rupees, which were spent on Statue of Unity, and the revenue generated every year is 20 crore rupees. So let's see the rate of interest of it. So rate of interest equal to rate of return is, you can see here, 4,000 divided by 2,332, which basically comes out to be 1.71% rate of interest. So let me tell you that the normal, if you do an FD in bank accounts as well, the normal rate of return ranges from 4% to 7.2%. But the income generated here is just 1.8%. So I think that this much, such amount, you can say that this is such a beautiful place, so people will love visiting this place. But I must say that India, as you can see here, the poverty rating of India, and there are so many persons who don't get food and all. So this is something that's which
I like that it's naturally.
It's India, my dear, and so well is the money spent that you can see 30 feet dinosaur just fell down, which was built near the Statue of Unity. I mean, seriously, you just spend so much money on it, and then it just falls down. I mean, you invest such amount of money, and it just falls down so soon. And one more incident, you can see this Twitter and this video as well. You can see here that water is leaking from doors, apparently from the Statue of Unity. I mean, it's been spent at 3,000 crore rupees, and still then it's not up to the mark that people are still complaining about it. So, and apart from that, what I feel is that, since for the first 1 year or 2 years, due to the such big promotion of Statue of Unity, you can see everywhere the Statue of Unity, so there will be number of tourists which will visit it. But if you just imagine that about Taj Mahal, some people false comparisons about Taj Mahal, I think it's nowhere near. Now you might think that there will be just now you might think that there will be many people who will be just like given employment due to this, but that logic is also absolutely baseless, because 3,000 crore rupees, you can imagine if it were investment on something like education sector or medicine sector or any other sector, you can imagine how much help it would have been given to the society and all. But wasting 3,000 crore rupees, and you can see those, I mean, rate of interest is such low, and only very less revenue is generated from it. So that's what I mean to say, that this money could have been used in a better way, but you know, so it's the same political party who uses 800 crore rupees for their own promotion, so we can't expect anything much better than them. So let's say that, so some people will be saying that this is just for renovation of India will be making it global power, and you can say, why don't you say about the other statues which have been made, large statues, the largest statue of India apparently, of the world apparently. So all those statues were not made on the people's money. But you can see here the amount of money spent from Gujarat CM's fund and all this stunts. But all the other Statue of Liberty and all were just, you can see here, not made from public fund, given by donation by a person, by some rulers. If you just believe that it's given employment to so much person, just imagine those farmers and those tribals who are protesting from such a long amount of time that, you know what, it's our land and you just cannot do this in our land. I mean, so many people who have become homeless due to this Statue of Unity. I mean, you will say that, and if anywhere you are going to make something bad, this is going to happen. But my dear, just try to understand about those feelings as well. I mean, it was absolutely, wastage of public money. If you want to give employment opportunity to those tribals, just make a factory or make something else. Do a hospital over there. There are no hospitals over there as well either. Do a school, do a hospital, you can do many things in public sector funds, but using public money for such things, well, I don't agree to it, and it's just personally my opinion, I must say. And now it's just my opinion, and what I feel, I have said that I feel it's just wasted. And apart from that, you can see this report as well, that constructing Statue of Unity at that place in Narmada river, where river beds was not nice either. So I mean, there are many positive points of it as well, like this employment opportunities. But what I believe is, this much amount of money to have been just utilized in a better place, and it's just my opinion. And what I mean to say is that, as per my calculation, it will take roughly 116 years. And if we're just so much optimistic that lots of tourists will fly away, and just some ministers who say that it will 700 crore rupees, it will just generate revenue. I mean, show me that calculation. First of all, I showed you my calculation. So I mean, that's what happened. So it's just my opinion. Well, it's just my opinion, and what I want to say is that I feel might take 116 years, but if it doesn't take, if it just blooms away and if it becomes a rich cultural heritage site, then that's nice for India as well. We all are Indians, and Article 16A is valid for everyone, freedom of speech, and it's just freedom of speech which I'm just utilizing right point of time. I'm not criticizing anyone, I'm just telling that it would have been used in a better way, but as now it's done and dusted, so what can you do about it? You cannot do anything about it, apart from hoping that it just blooms out and there's many opportunities to many persons, and those villagers have been compensated enough, and everyone be at peace. And so thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel if you haven't, and do press the like button. Thanks one more time, and please, one more time, I'm just telling that it's just my opinion, it's just personal opinions, and based on those personal calculations, I have done so much of calculations, you can see here that it's just my calculation. So thank you to that as well. And after a few years, I mean, that's not going to develop as much as Taj Mahal did, and so the revenue will be will be less day by day, and that's going to happen. And I think it will take, according to my calculation, it will take approximately 116 years. As you can see those calculations out here, it will take 116 years for the money which you have invested on it, from the public's money, from taxpayers' money. This money is invested to just recollect the same money. So that's what I feel.